these two teams, Zuby, a match that we've kind of had highlighted here because we wanted to see, first of all, how Zenomoon did in that first match with Method, and I think they checked a lot of boxes there. You know, they had solid team plays, great individual play as well. They just needed to find the balance of it, and at times later on in that series, it looked like teammates weren't where they were expected to be on the receiving end of some passes.
Well, I think that's to be expected. It's your first week of the rival series. You're facing some pretty stiff competition, especially in that first matchup. But this is the big question mark for me. Veloce Esports, I want to see how Niels Cook is going to plug and play into this. And for him, this is a match where he needs to step up and make a mark right out of the gates.
So it will be Zence's Monkeymoon and Nolistic taking on Veloce Esports. Niels Cook joining the squad alongside Freaky and Flame, and we are underway in game number 1. The first time we see this new look Veloce squad, and they are under fire early. Monkeymoon to the backboard. Here's Zence's career goal number 51 for Big Z.
And Zenzis making a statement in the first 10 seconds of this match. But look at the pass off the backboard from Monkeymoon, putting it high, getting it out in top of the box, keeping it away from Freaky. And Veloce Esports looking at an upset in the first 10 seconds.
And Freaky trying to answer back quickly. He set it up for Flame, and an immediate answer from the mainstays here in the rival series.
And Freaky says, Monkeymoon, you can pass off the backboard. Well, let me dunk it off you and do the exact same. Wasting no time is Veloce Esports tying this game up.
It's the old guard against the new, a team that was here last season, a team that was here 2 seasons in a row, a pair of 5-2 finishes up against these newcomers, Zenomoon. Noli leaving that one for Zences right at Niels Cook, but it's popped up. Monkeymoon past Flame, but it will fall down towards Freaky, and Veloce will take over. Niels Cook in a spot of trouble, but a good read will send that ball back out towards midfield, and it sends Zenomoon back to the drawing board as Zences has to fight to keep this play alive.
Yeah, one thing I noticed about Zenomoon when they were playing against Method is they play very tight in the offensive field. You expect it. Oh my goodness, what a redirect from Flame, getting the double tap to take the lead.
Flame with his second in the first minute of the season. What a double tap. And Veloce answering back with authority. They fall behind early, come back with 2 goals, and now we'll see if Zenomoon can hang with them. Freaky, quick turn, he'll look for Flame, Zences with the read, and Monkeymoon can't quite catch up.
Yeah, that was a great steal. Expect to see those a lot if they're going for those short clears, because as I was discussing earlier, Zenomoon definitely tightening up the offensive half of the field.
Noli will pop this one away, and Zences will have the clear. Somebody has to follow. It's Monkeymoon, his shot on, but Freaky will send it off to the corner. Well out of harm's way, and a quick counterattack from Veloce, threatening, if not for the efforts of Nolistic.
Uh-oh, a little bit of a double commit, and expect to see that from Veloce, at least in this first matchup of the series. A lot of double commits could come out from them, and if you're on Zenomoon, expect that those are going to come out and capitalize on those.
We're seeing Zenomoon try to jump those passes from Veloce. It's happened a couple of times, but they haven't punished him just yet. Freaky off the corner, intercepted by Noli. That's intercepted by Flame on an empty net, but it's rolled just outside the dotted line. And it's back to square one around the corner and sent right back. Niels Cook with Monkeymoon bearing down on him. Solo play, and Noli with the save.
Noli coming off that back wall, saving the day for Zenomoon. And they get a breath of fresh air as they clear that ball out towards mid, but a fast break opportunity on the line for Veloce, and that ball goes to the top of the box, but Zences sends it away.
Yeah, Niels Cook, you say fast break, but he really took his time trying to set that play up, gave Zenomoon time to get back, and Flame barely able to push that off the corner of the goal. Flame with a good challenge. That will find its way towards Freaky, but Flame will take this instead, looking for another double tap, and Noli is in his way.
Yeah, great clear from Noli. Can't really get it to a teammate, but he hits it high and away to at least give his team the opportunity to get those small boost pads and get set on defense.
Good read by Freaky there. Saw the pass going right to Noli. He recovers. Noli trying to make another solo play happen like we saw in that first match against Method. Again, they took Method all the way to Game 5 if you're just joining us. So they've gone the distance with one of the returning teams in the rival series. Monkey Moon dropping that one down, but it will not find Noli.
Oh, look at that pass.
Good touch from Flame, but Noli able to recover. Not out of the woods, though. Monkey Moon not out of danger, and Niels Cook not able to get there in time. It's just a game of inches at this point. This one in front again.
Oh.
Monkey Moon misses high. Follow-up is high, might have been deflected.
Monkey Moon missed the opportunity there, but they're not done. The pass in front of box, and Noli off of his mark there as well. But Monkey Moon continuing this pressure in the orange zone. Niels Cook doing whatever he can to try and give his team an opportunity.
Noli doesn't have the boost for this. Monkey Moon does, but Freaky in the way. Such a strong defensive presence. The last time we saw him in the RLCS with Vitality. You've got two great defenders actually on this Veloce team. No surprise with Freaky and Niels Cook that this is a low-scoring first game. As across it goes, more time coming off the clock as Zenomoon tries to get back into Game 1.
Oh, and a nice touch there from Zenzis to put it all the way down to Monkey Moon. They've got 30 seconds to work with. Expect to see two good opportunities to score this goal and tie the game up. They do not want to waste time like this, as it is going against them every second that it ticks down.
Noli not able to get that midfield boost because Freaky had taken it away. And right now, they are just starved out. Low on boost, low on time as a point-blank save is made. Monkey Moon has to go the length of the field. 5 seconds left. One last chance on net and sent away by Flame. Now Zenomoon needs to keep the ball in the air with almost no boost to work with. And Veloce closes it out. All of the goals to be coming in the first 60 seconds.
First 60 seconds, and if you are on Zenomoon, it's going to be hard to score on Veloce Esports. They have Freaky on their side, and last season in the rival series, he led the league in saves, so you have to be creative in the offensive zone. I loved the passing plays that we saw in the first half, where they were passing the ball at the top of the box, getting a defender to pull out of net. But that's not going to be enough sometimes. You've got to keep that pressure up. But I do like the fact that we saw dynamic play. They worked to the corners. They worked top of the box. They were all over the place, keeping Veloce Esports guessing. Yeah, and this Veloce team, formerly Team Secret last season, plenty of offense last season, but it really was defense where they struggled. And when they add Niels Cook, you know, I certainly had my questions because, again, you've got a guy who, while, yes, a former RLCS MVP, you really key in on the fact that he was also savior of the season back in Season 4 because he's never had a season above 500. This is a chance for Niels Cook to have maybe his best season of league play ever, and it could, if he does so, get him back into the RLCS. Oh, absolutely. This squad's looking great so far, especially against the Zenomoon squad. We saw how they played against Method. They're going to be a hard squad to go against regardless of who they're playing. They are just a fast-paced team. They're going to put a ton of shots on net. They're going to be all over the place being able to save that ball. The only issue that I'm seeing is that third man pushing up a little too far when they're pushing offense and getting those clears put over his head.
Onward now into Game 2 as Veloce tries to make quick work of the upstarts Zenomoon. Niels Cook was very familiar with Zensis, who's taken that ball away from him, former teammates in the RLCS once upon a time. That ball skipped around for Niels Cook in the corner. Zensis will retreat, giving way to Monkey Moon, looking for one more touch, and he can't catch up. Now Freaky and Flame. We know this tandem all too well now. 2 seasons in a row with Team Secret, and now Veloce. Is that shot sent away by Freaky?
Oh, and good clear just to get that one away. Just kind of saying, get out of here. We're going to reset, and another great pass. Working that field laterally, just keeping Zenomoon guessing.
Was Flame's kind of the elder statesman of the squad. He's the longest tenured on this roster that's seen many names. Niels Cook to the backboard. Freaky not able to catch up, but Flame is at the back. He'll need to stay there to stop
Double
this.
Tap!
And Noli will catch up, maybe aided a bit by the fact that Flame wasn't able to clear this away.
Yeah, great pass forward from Zenzis, and then that ball just pushed really hard at net. Flame couldn't get up in time and actually just kills it, and thankfully, Noli follows his shot, is able to double tap that one in, and the mechanical skill is on display.
That had to be a great recovery for Noli as, again, Zenomoon strikes first. Took him a little longer this time, but it's the first goal we've seen in this series outside of the first minute. Monkey Moon to the corner. Will need to play that himself, and Freaky's there. So back and forth they'll go now. It was a quick answer for Veloce in game 1.
Oh.
Not nearly as quick in game 2 as they're forced to play a little more defense.
Numbers.
That ball gets by Flame, but Freaky rotating in behind.
Yeah, rotates at the perfect time, saving that goal. And the pressure coming from Niels Cook, I'm loving the fact that we're not seeing any hesitation from him. It seemed like last season, that's what held him back. This season, his team's saying, just go for it. If you have a push on that ball, we've got your back.
Another shot in. That one will be sent away by Zenses. But they are not out of this just yet. Monkey Moon struggling to get rid of this ball. Here's Niels Cook getting his first of the series.
And look at him pushing forward on this ball. Freaky hits it, immediately rotates in Flame, and Niels Cook does not miss a step. Realizes he has to capitalize on this opportunity and puts that shot on target. 1-1 all tied up in game number 2.
Good ball from Freaky to find Flame. Back for Freaky, but 2 men in the net for Zenomoon. Not a chance to break through that defense. And now Noli, good shot on, and that's going to be sent away by Freaky, falling into his own net. Great concentration, but now watch another counterattack. Niels Cook got there. Beautiful play, and it's 2-1.
Oh my goodness, Niels Cook puts the challenge on the ball, runs forward, just screams outlet, and Zenses can't get there in time. I love the heads-up play from Freaky to see his teammates streaking down the field.
Well, this is a team that doesn't look like they've taken much time to get into mid-season form. Veloce looking very solid in this opening match. Freaky with another block on Monkey Moon. Zenses will have to try to lead the charge to tie this game back up. Monkey Moon, bank shot off the ceiling, and that's easily sent away by Freaky. Not seeing nearly as many double commits, but there's a big one there from Flame and Freaky. But again, Veloce not punished.
Oh.
They may even get a goal from Niels Cook again.
And that's just an unfortunate challenge on the end of Zenomoon. You see Zenses go up and just hits it right at Niels Cook. Not much you can do against that. They're rotating back. An unfortunate play for them, but now they're down by 2. We're in the second half, and they need to start feeling a little bit of sense of urgency here.
Niels Cook coming off a 6th place finish in last season of the Rival Series. Doesn't look like that's going to be a repeat performance here as his Veloce squad out to a strong 3-1 lead in game 2. Looking to create a closeout opportunity against Zenomoon. Monkey Moon, that kicks out towards Senses, but again, not able to get a shot on target. Freaky just kills that ball, and right there is Niels to send it away. And you just feel like, Zuby, Veloce has a stranglehold on this game, much the same way they did in game 1.
Yeah, and with all of that said, that's without Freaky even scoring 1 goal so far. Last season, he was the 3rd highest goals per game in the league. Only 3rd behind Cassio and Ronicky, and both of those players, as you know, in the RLCS now. So good names to be behind, but he has not needed to rely on that. And look at that, a full court shot finds its way to the back of the net.
Go figure, right? You talk about Niels Cook, you know, there are a lot of questions. What can he bring to this Veloce squad? Only 4 goals in game 2, no big deal, as he adds that one to the tally as well. And Veloce are running away with this second game, and if you're Zenomoon now, you gotta wonder, is anything going to go our way? Because certainly nothing has up to this point.
Not so far, but one thing that I have noticed, I'm not sure if prior to this game the players agreed to a gentleman's game and shook hands and tipped their caps, but I have yet to see 1 demo, I've yet to see 1 bump, and that's definitely something that Zenomoon can do to open up that defensive end for them to be able to score a goal.
One of the toughest things to do consistently in league play is play quality defense. That's what we're seeing out of Veloce. They've been relatively unchallenged. That one gets loose in front. Zenses tips it home at the end, and there's still life for the international squad.
I would have went nuts if Noli hit that, but he goes off that back wall and must have faked the defenders out just enough to where they weren't sure if he was going to hit it. That ball ends up just sitting in front of net, and now they're down to 30 seconds to go. It's going to be a hard ask, but it's definitely feasible.
Well, they need possession, and right now the ball going the wrong way for Zenomoon. Zenses needs possession here instead. Again, abandoned defense at this point. Doesn't matter how many goals you give up if you can't score any of your own. Final 10 seconds. Nielskook to bank another one in. More time coming off the clock. Zenses has to score here. Monkey Moon can't drop it down in time. Zenses will get one at 0, but it's of no consequence, and it will be Veloce on match point.
Regardless of losing that match, I love that pass down from Monkey Moon to just kill that ball and just have it drop down like an apple from a tree. Unfortunately, not enough to get the W in this one, and they're looking at a 0-2 deficit in this series.
Yeah, and that was great, especially if you're Nielskook, because that's really his first major contribution of the season. He didn't do a whole lot in game one on the offensive end. Of course, nobody did a whole lot on the offensive end. A very defensive first game. Comes out just in a really a fire starter in game two. And Nielskook, with those 4 goals, has Veloce in position to close out the series in a quick sweep.
Yeah, I am just loving the aggressiveness we're seeing from Nielskook. He's everywhere. He's defending great. He is putting great challenges on the ball. He is clearing the ball. He is shooting the, I mean, he's doing everything you want from a player, and especially when you have Freaky on your team and you don't need him to do anything other than pass. That's going to be a scary season for all of the other fellow European rival series teams. Yeah, you mentioned it. Freaky has not scored a goal yet in this series, and they haven't needed him to. He's contributed in other ways, especially on the defensive end. A savior medal in that game as well. Part of the 6 saves that Veloce made to just about shut out Zenomoon. They got that early goal, just like they did in game 1, but nothing since. Really, the final 3.5 minutes of both games has been all Veloce. Yeah, and my question to you is, we've been seeing great play from Zenomoon, great fast play, but what do they need to change up? What do they need to do to take down this Veloce Esports squad? Well, they need to probably, as you had mentioned, get some physical play involved. You know, try to make them a little uncomfortable in the defensive end, because right now they don't have to worry about anything at all. They're going to be on their marks. Everybody is rotating exactly as they should. Freaky will set the table for Nielskook. That's off the crossbar, and Monkey Moon able to beat Flame. Need the counterattack. Monkey Moon's shot is easily set away by Freaky. And you saw Zensis there trying to disrupt Freaky. Even if you don't hit them and force them to move up, it's good enough. You take one player out of the equation, and look at the hit from Nielskook. Unfortunately, not much going to come from that, as Zensis is going to pop this ball forward to Nolistic, and he gets the touch off the backboard, but there's the man we've been talking about, Nielskook, putting that one away. Monkey Moon looking for Zensis, able to beat Flame, but that ball goes way off to the corner, not towards any blue teammate. And that's really the problem right now for Zenomoon. It plagued them late in that series with Method. It's been really all series long here against Veloce. Noli misses, Flame punishes, and Veloce's in front again. Watch Flame hit this ball. He sees Noli going for corner boost, so he decides to take an angle off the wall to put it in front of the box, knowing that no defender is gonna be there, and all he has to do is take a shot at a wide open goal, and he's gonna hit that every single time. Zenomoon had led very briefly in those first 2 games, but once Veloce took the lead, Zenomoon was not able to answer. Great pass. Nothing coming from this. Monkey Moon needs to get that in front, and he can't. He even gave up that corner boost. Flame able to beat him to it, and he'll have a full tank with which to clear this ball away. Maybe get a second touch unless Noli gets there first. Great pass forward from Nielskook again. It is just 180 degrees from last season, what we saw from him compared to this season. Great play and a good challenge from Monkey Moon. They're keeping this ball in Veloce's half, but not able to make anything of it quite yet. Noli trying to jump in front and disrupt Freaky, but nothing doing. That's a good drop off from Flame. Freaky looking to climb the ladder, and he's met by Monkey Moon and Zensis. Noli needs to buy his teammates time. He can't.
and Niels Cook adds another.
Just call him the Predictomatic 3000. He can challenge every single ball and put it into the net, it seems like. Niels Cook having the series of his life today.
Third assist, by the way, technically for Flame, so now make that 3 and 3 goals and assists for Flame. And again, everything Veloce touches right now turning to gold. Freaky. Able to center this one. Niels Cook, another blast.
Goodness.
And it's saved by Zenses. Here comes Flame again, and that pinballs around off a couple of blue cars.
Flame's up again. Zenses has to respect that.
Oh,
I love that they're just pulling defenders out of the net saying, come on, boys, use that boost. You don't know whether the ball's going in or not.
And right now it does feel like a little bit of my turn offense for Veloce. They are very comfortable on both halves of the field.
Good pass.
Not feeling much of a threat from
Numbers.
Zenomoon.
Numbers.
This is a chance. Open net, and Zenses makes Veloce pay.
Great touch here to get it past the third defender. Noli just hits it into the corner. Zenses slows down, sees that wide open net, and now they're just chasing one goal with a whole half to work with.
And that's what you worry about, a team that, again, gets a little too confident. I mean, Veloce was kind of flying around the field, a lot of double commits.
Ooh.
And they left the door open. They got punished for it, but now they're back in business mode. Flame just trying to dump that off and buy his teammates time to reset on the defensive end. It'll be Zenses well outside the mark. And look at Flame, already downfield from the ceiling, and Noli there to make sure nothing happens. But now nobody's at the net, and Freaky has to try and buy his teammates time. And he is done just enough.
See ya later. They realize they're down in the defensive zone, so what do? Take out both players that can put a shot on net. Great team play there, great communication, and seeing what's going on the field.
And now nobody there. No, it is Monkey Moon just able to get back in front of the net. Wonder if a faster shot might have got through. Flame, turnover in the defensive end. Freaky has to clear this away. Noli not able to get a good enough read to get that ball forward. Need to get Zenses on this. Good pass for Monkey Moon, but he can't find the angle. And now it's Noli who has to retreat. And now there's down to just a minute 10 for Zenomoon to tie this game back up. They haven't scored more than one goal in either game so far.
And they definitely need to calm down a little bit in the offensive zone. They still have a minute to work with. They do not want one of those easy clears to go over their head and find the back of the net. Still plenty of time. You don't need to push forward. Not until about 20 seconds to go in the match.
Oh, good block again by Freaky, who has just been a defensive wall. There's Noli blocked by Freaky again. Zenses will try. Now it's Flame taken out of the play, but Freaky's still there. Can't make the save, but it's wide with 30 seconds left. Flame from the ceiling, trying to buy more time, but he's turned it over. Freaky needs to get there, and he does.
Tick-tock goes the clock. Under 20 seconds to work with. One push down the field is all Zenomoon has. They are down in the series. This is their opportunity.
Oh, good win by Monkey Moon. It's put Freaky in an awkward spot. At 6 seconds left, Noli ties the game.
Way to push down the field, have a sense of urgency. Monkey Moon reading that play. Noli realizing how much time's left on the clock, just throws it at the net, and I think he even had a little bit of help from Freaky there. All tied up, game 3, series on the line.
Freaky with about 10 saves and blocks combined, but finally, Zenomoon able to break through, and we go to overtime in game 3. If the next goal comes from Zenomoon, we play on. If not, we've got method and complexity coming up. Monkey Moon stuffed by Niels Cook. But Zenses able to get by his former teammate, but he lost the ball. Niels thought about a turnaround. Instead, he'll just go for boost and reset. Zenses big miss. Can he recover? Yes, he can, but his shot's sent away by Freaky.
That actually helps out Zenomoon. It puts him all the way back on the defensive zone, so Noli and Monkey Moon can push forward like that. The shot on target, and Freaky, the absolute savior, is in net, and their live continues on.
Monkey Moon for Noli, looking for Zenses. That shot is just a little bit high, and Flame has the save. Niels Cook didn't get that cleanly. Now it'll be Freaky, just throwing it downfield. Not a whole lot of passing coming out from Veloce here in overtime. See if Zenomoon can capitalize. That pass does go over to Niels Cook. Off the backboard.
Oh,
for Frankie going underneath. And it's a sweep in OT for Veloce.
Oh my goodness, and you have to question if nerves were a factor in this. Zenomoon, first time in the rival series, first OT on the line, and they drop the game to Veloce. Great showing from them, and an even better showing from Niels Cook.